Do you compare your work with other artists? Does comparison help or hinder your progress? Hi, I'm Joe Mattis, and welcome to another edition of Mindset Matters, where we examine the mindset that shapes our artwork and our lives. Today's topic is comparing to others. We as people survive by making comparisons. Understanding the difference between a green and red light is useful information to anybody who wants to survive a trip to and from the grocery store. Artists who portray likeness to subject must become students of comparison. To make this look like that is pretty much an act of comparing. Becoming more proficient practitioners require we compare our technique to that of our teachers and to other artists. Looking at more advanced work can help me find solutions to challenges and provide inspiration for what I might be able to accomplish. So it sounds like the more comparison, the better, right? Is there a point where comparing my work to others changes from being helpful to a distraction or worse? If our motive is to stack up well next to others, then the way we learn can change. Focus can shift from a search for knowledge, understanding, and expression to a need for something more. It may get down to what we want from our artwork. First off, the only problem with comparison is the meaning that we give it. Some artists seem to have a balanced attitude when it comes to comparing their work to others. If they see another artist producing more advanced work, they feel more interest than angst. They don't take it so personally and want to understand how they can improve. This might be a healthy example of comparison. When I'm using my art to fulfill some need, other than just the love of painting and drawing, like to bolster an image of self, then the character and the relationship between me and my work changes. I can lose contact with the work that I'm doing. It can become something I do to get something else. Now, everyone is different. We all compare, and it's a useful part of learning. But whether it helps or hurts our process may be how seriously we take it. I tend to overdo things, and comparing is no exception. Especially as a new student, I found that over-comparing sometimes shifted my focus from the desire to understand to a need for merit. I had a tendency to invalidate where I was in my journey. Without even knowing it, my focus shifted from process to result. When I compared properly, it was a tool to gauge progress, a kind of superficial benchmark. When I compared improperly, I felt out of balance. I've got to extend the same compassion for myself as I would a loved one trying to understand something new. For me to learn, I had to first get a relationship with the work. I was fortunate to have a cast drawing teacher who focused on mindset and demonstrated how it might feel to lose myself in the process. I fell in love with how it felt to draw really for the first time. After that, how my work compared to others took care of itself and was a superficial concern to me. It was like my mother asking me as a child if I played as well as the kid next door did. Today it might be like wondering if I love my granddaughter as well as my neighbor loved his. Comparison takes a different meaning once you experience true connection. It took me way too long to learn to honor my path and where I am, to appreciate my gifts and accept my shortcomings, to feel gratitude for the privilege of learning to paint and breathe and feel how art opens my eyes. All the attributes that make up my journey, good and bad, are a sacred tapestry to be honored. This is why we draw and paint. It really is an inside job. As always, these are just my thoughts and my experience on comparing my artwork to others. Maybe most of it is just common sense to you, or maybe you've struggled with it. I'd love to hear what your experiences are with comparing your artwork to others. On the next Mindset Matters, we'll talk about falling in love with art. Was there a time that you decided that you really wanted to devote yourself to improving as an artist? What did that feel like? What made you want to explore the world of art? I look forward to hearing your comments and seeing you on our next episode of Mindset Matters.